you should handle your money like a business. Now, I know this might be the first time that you're even thinking about that, but the first time that I heard that phrase, handle your money like a business would handle their money, I was kind of taken aback because it makes a lot of sense. There's a reason that businesses stay in business, and it's because they continue to make more and more money, which is what you want to do with your assets as well. So, how do you handle your money like a business? In this episode of Rolling Into Money, I'm going to show you exactly how. Welcome back, everyone. My name is Anthony, and this is my show, Rolling Into Money, where I talk about how to take control of your money on my commute to and from work. Like I said in my intro, today we're talking all about how to take control of your money like a business would. And there's really three major steps that I think about when I think about this. The first is profit. In a business, that's always what you're searching for. You really don't want to be in a business or running a business where you're not profitable, because then why would you be doing it? You're not making any money. And so to profit in your personal finances, you need to pay yourself first. So whenever your paychecks come in, you either need to have budgeted out, or you need to automatically save some money or invest some money. This can look like a myriad of different things. If you want to just budget it out like I do, where every single month I know exactly how much I'm going to be paying myself before the month starts, and I try to profit even more than that by saving or investing more at the end of every single month. It could also look like out of every single paycheck, you have a direct deposit go into a Roth IRA or go into your company's 401k. Whatever it looks like, you need to profit by paying yourself first. Now, the second way that you need to handle your money like a business handles its money is by having a zero-based budget. Now, if you've never heard that term or you're not exactly sure what it means, I'm going to break it down really simply. Essentially, what a zero-based budget looks like is ending every single month at zero so that you have to start over again the next month. Now, this is how a lot of companies work. For instance, the company that I manage for, we have an income statement that comes out every month, and so we're always trying to plan for that month's income statement. And so if you treat your money the same way, you're going to forget about last month because it's already happened in the past, and you're going to really focus on this month, which is going to have a couple of different benefits. Now, the first benefit that it's going to have is you're going to forget about the money that you saved or invested over the last months because you're really focused and keyed in on this next month's pay. So that will help you to really invest for the long term and save money for the long term, because you're not really going to be thinking about that money as much as if it's yours to have, because you're really focused on what you're making this month and what your expenses are this month out of a zero-based plan. And it's going to force you to save a little bit more, because the first way to manage your money like a business is to profit and save money first. So you're going to have less money to work with if you don't include your savings money in your income. Now, the third way to manage your money like a business goes hand in hand with the second way. Obviously, if you're going to have a zero-based budget, you don't want all of your money sitting in one bank account. So the third way to manage your money like a business does is to have lots of different accounts that you put your money into so that you're not tempted to draw from one major account for a bunch of different types of expenses. So what this looks like for me is I have a company 401k. I have a savings account where I hold my emergency fund. I have a different savings account where we house our down payment savings. I have one major checking account where everything flows into, and I have another checking account for expenses that are going to come up within the same month or the next month that I just want to set money aside for and not really think about in terms of my financial plan. So having multiple different bank accounts for various functions will be able to help you out and help you to manage your money more like a business would. And I'm going to give you a couple different examples now of some bank accounts that you might want to think about in handling your own money. So the first one is obviously going to be a checking account. Now, this is where all of your money comes in if you get direct deposits from your work, and I think of this more as a flow-through account. So it doesn't really keep any money that you want long-term in there. It's just kind of what you use to bring in money and pay out money for whatever expenses you might have this month. Then you're going to want to have a savings account for your emergency fund, which you want to have a minimum emergency fund of about $500 to $1,000, maybe a little bit more if you're really aggressively paying off your debts. And then you want to raise that up to 3 to 12 months of your expenses and just house that in a place where it's easily accessible but different from your checking account. So my checking account is with Wells Fargo with my wife. That's where all of our money flows through. And then we have a savings account with Ally Bank where we have a check card as well, but we don't use that check card for making everyday purchases. It's just in case we have a need or an emergency that we have to use that bank account for. Another account you might want to think for is a long-term savings fund. And when I say long-term savings, I don't mean investments. Investments is another category I'm going to get to, but long-term savings is anything from 1 to 5 years of savings. You want to put that in a savings account rather than in a brokerage account in the market, because the market fluctuates too much over that short-term time period. So what we have for that is for our down payment right now. Maybe if you're looking to save up for a car, you want to have another savings account where you put that in. And what's really nice is nowadays there are so many online banks or fee-free banks where you're able to house this money, so you really don't have to worry about paying lots of fees on your money, and you can just open multiple different accounts to do all of your different savings needs. The next type of account that you really want to look into are retirement and brokerage accounts. So the two major types of retirement accounts that you want to be looking at are your 401k at your work. That might be a 401k, might be a 403b, especially if they have a company match, because that's really easy to draft out of your paycheck and really pay yourself first, which is the first key to handling your money like a business. But the other one you want to think about is a Roth IRA, which stands for Individual Retirement Account, which I'll definitely make a video on soon. But you want to think about putting money in there as well, because there's a lot of different options and you have the whole market to play with instead of only the selected funds that are in your company's 401k or 403b plans. So you want to have an account where you just get all your money and pay most of your expenses. Then you want to have a savings account for your emergency fund, a savings account for any other long-term savings that you're looking at, and then various investment accounts, retirement and non-retirement brokerage accounts, so that you're able to save and invest the most money that you can and really pay yourself first. So thinking about handling your money like a business by paying yourself first, profit, having a zero-based budget, and having diversified accounts will really help you to take control of your money on a whole new level, so that you'll be extra confident with everything that you do financially. Now, if you guys want another great tool on taking control of your money and really understanding your finances on a whole new level, check out my video links right here about the 5 keys to a great financial defense. Also, if you're new to the channel, definitely subscribe. I post content every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. And let me know if you have any questions down in the comment section down below, and I'll get back to every single one of those in a response, and I'll probably even make a video on it. So let me know, and I'll see you guys as we learn about financial defense. So the first key to a great financial defense is having a budget. If you watched any of my other videos, you know that I'm all for budgeting and tracking your expenses. If you don't know what's coming in and what's going out, there's no way that you're going to be able to really effectively have a plan for your future.